Yesterday, Cabinet resolved that the country carries out a referendum in order to extend the 5-year presidential term to 7 years. However, Makerere University Law believes it's too early for Cabinet to take that path, because if the Constitutional Court quashes the extension of the lawmakers' term, it would mean Uganda has to hold an election in 2021 and 2023, which is too expensive for a struggling economy.
The law has been challenged already by more than one party. So the most prudent thing would be to wait for the outcome of these court processes and then see if the referendum can be conducted. In any case, there is no need to hurry, since we have a number of years to 2021 or 23. Yes, that's why it is either you have the 5-year term for both, or you extend for both.
This is a process before a referendum is held. Cabinet will prepare a bill. The bill will be sent to Parliament, where a motion will be passed, and it is read 3 times. Parliament will debate on the matter. After that, voting takes place, and the 2/3 of the majority for or against will take the day. After the President has assented to the act, it is then sent to an electoral commission, which comes up with a budget, date, and questions which will be asked during the referendum.
And they will be voting on 2 things. One, do we extend the term of the presidents to 7 years, or do we leave it? So it's just going to be yes, no.
On the heels of a constitutional petition filed by the opposition, Mayambala opined about some of the grounds he believes will be used to strike down the constitutional amendment.
They should be only extending their term under given circumstances, only when there is, for example, a state of emergency, or when circumstances cannot permit elections to be held.
Mayambala argues that the opposition members who have been challenging the extension of the term from 5 to 7 should resign on moral grounds, even if they lose the petition. However, the opposition chief whip Semujunganda said that it is not necessary for them to resign.
The main arguments against the 7-year term, will be, especially for Parliament, will be that you are not going to have the mandate of the voters for the rest of the 2 years.
Because in the last sittings, when we are considering that amendment, there are people who said, but the results are predetermined, why don't you just leave and stay away? And for me, I said, no, I'm not staying away, even 1 hour. That's why I even went to court challenging my suspension from Parliament. There's no how I resign to leave Parliament to NRM. You think they have shame? If they increase it by 2 years, we will be there and continue battling with them.
It will present them as unprincipled and a bit of hypocrites who are taking advantage of what the majorities have done.
If the Electoral Commission that has seen a litany of allegations from the opposition, all withstanding, they come up and say they do not have money to conduct an election of all opposition MPs on the same day, what's going to happen?
They can't say they don't have money. They are duty-bound to look for the money.
The law also believes a referendum will give the MPs an excuse for extending their term. For now, the opposition still has an option of seeking a court injunction blocking a referendum process till their petition is adjudicated upon. Sudil Biarhanga, NTV Weekend Edition.